I've been in Lebanon for the past few weeks, but what I'm going to show you is the next location. You're probably thinking, bro, I thought it was going to be a crazy location. Without further ado, we're leaving here, and here is the new setup, probably on the terrace if I know myself properly. Let's get into it. I told you boys, we're going to have a nice one. This is the new spot. We are here in Albania. And you guys know, whenever I move somewhere new, with 100% certainty, I'll give you guys a house tour. A lot of you guys always get mad at me like, oh, I want more lifestyle stuff. I want to see you do X, Y, and Z. No. The only time we do is when we have something to show. This is a brand new chapter here, kind of out in the Mediterranean. It is the Mediterranean, but in Albania versus Turkey. And I'll tell you right now, this place is looking like it's going to come in the lead. It's been absolutely phenomenal thus far, but let me show you what we're operating with. This is the terrace, and if you look over here, the workout equipment has been done again. I don't have the wood boards in the back. I know a lot of you guys like the wood boards. However, let's just call this what it is, a proper upgrade. We're gonna hit a lot of lifts here. This is the new Crusadia. So those of you, listen, the first part was the dungeon down in the basement. Then was the Crusadia in Turkey. You guys are gonna have to come up with an idea on the new name of this. This is tradition. You guys know what we do here. Also, completely forgot, tucking in like an absolute gentleman, but these are swim trunks, so I didn't really feel the need to do it, but rules are rules. This is what we gotta do. So, this is what we got. We have a beautiful cable machine, which is actually really smooth in comparison to the one in Turkey. I gotta give a shout out to my boy, Jan. He hooked up your boy. So now we have Smith machine over here. We have a barbell here. And if we go over here as well, we have dumbbells, right? We have a whole heap of dumbbells right over here. Dip bar for when I kind of want to start ripping off dips a little bit. But this is what we got. And in addition, we're gonna have this all the way out. So what I might do is actually start doing some calisthenic work. Might grab a couple of those things and just start working on calisthenics out here, right in the sun, getting a crazy tan. You're talking about training till failure, eating food that is fresh off of that sea, and vitamin D. It's gonna get quite anabolic over here. You know what I'm saying? Because here, you already know, natural supremacy. All you need to do is take advantage of God's fruits. If you do that properly, you're gonna have the body that you want. You're probably going to become someone that you actually care to be. One that's actually proud of it at night, but that's not what this video is for. This video is to show off a little bit about what we got going on here, because I am very happy. All right, I'm gonna take you down to show you how far I have to walk from the place that I live in all the way up to the gym, okay? Now, by the way, we're still kind of cleaning up over here, right? Because these things don't happen on accident. But all we're doing is coming downstairs right over here. By the way, Jan, the guy that's hooking me up, is actually my next door neighbor. But we're not gonna make him come out because he's actually behind the camera right now. But this is how we get in the house. The door isn't always open, even though I technically can. It's a very, very safe area over here. So let me take you to the bedroom real quick, show you what we got. Obviously, I'm still unpacking a little bit, but this is the bedroom. It's kind of like exactly what I'm looking for. It's not too much space because, let's be real, like I'm not spending time in the bedroom, right? I know what you guys were thinking, you sick bastards. But what I want to show you, by the way, you ain't gonna care about this, but I give a shit about it. Do you see this? This is some of the best internet connection I could possibly have, which means I'm coming in smooth 24 hours a day. I just got back from Lebanon, as you guys know, where I didn't have Wi-Fi. Especially those of you that are inside Crusadia. It was a little bit annoying, and that's why I wasn't able to have videos up all the time, but Jan, don't get mad at me. Okay, this is a mosquito catcher. So when you have these out here, it catches the mosquitoes at night, so that way I get to enjoy the breeze without getting eaten alive, okay? And I want to show you the first part about this, which is, this is my patio right outside. Absolutely beautiful. I get to look out every single day, enjoy what I got to do, and then I inject myself back into Crusadia. I basically live inside Crusadia on my computer, and then when I come up to touch grass, this is how I touch grass. This is meant to enhance your life. This, to me, is everything. And one thing I want to make very clear is, when you're on this side of the world, the conveniences that you're normally accustomed to, where like everything is just done for you, You have to learn the inconveniences, but then you realize the conveniences are almost like your handcuffs. And just by getting over the inconveniences that you're used to in the States where I grew up in the Midwest. You guys know this if you've been here. It's so worth it. It's so worth it every time. The people here are just second to none already. They treat me like family already, man. I mean, you can't teach that stuff. That stuff is culture. But like I said, it's a video to show what we got going on. So after we kind of go through here, obviously, like I said, still unpacking. It's been not even 24 hours. Now let's take them to the bathroom. Might as well. All right. So we got everything we need over here. We have a sink, a shower. He also, by the way, give a shout out to Jan down below in the comments, real talk. But he hooked me up with all this stuff. A lot of this stuff he just took care of for me. And by the way, funny thing with Jan's actually inside Crusadia. And that's how he's able to kind of do all this stuff for me, truthfully. He took care of so many headaches to where I didn't even have to think. I just showed up and things were just taken care of. Obviously, we went over equipment and stuff, but like minimal conversation, he just took care of it. But that's a toilet, which I think you guys are all accustomed to. That's a bidet. You need a bidet if you don't have one. People in the States don't have bidets. That's just disgusting. Side note. All right. Now what we have is the kitchen. I will do a separate video on the grocery haul that I did yesterday. Literally got in and just bought a bunch of stuff. So you're gonna wanna stick around to the end of this video just because you're gonna wanna watch the rest of this. But next video, make sure you tune in. I'm gonna show you everything I did from the moment I walked in, just to show you guys how I think of shopping, grocery shopping for food. Super easy the way I like to do it. But this is the kitchen, fully furnished, have everything that I need, pots, pans, what else we got? Look, beautiful. It's got glasses, coffee, like an absolute gentleman, obviously. And then we got plates as needed. This is definitely gonna be a Tupperware I use for large sums of meat that I cook ahead of time if I want to. But in addition, we're also gonna be having cigar talks. So you're gonna be really excited about that one. Okay, last but not least, this is the living room. It's perfect. It's everything that I like, because sometimes when it's too spacious, you almost feel like you need to take up more space. But what I like is everything is here for a reason, and it just makes everything super comfy. By the way, mosquito repellent again. That way we get to enjoy the breeze. And this is the patio from the living room. This is the house tour. This is exactly what we have going on. I'm extremely excited about the new style videos. We might even get into lifestyle stuff. Yeah, I think it might be about time to start getting into that stuff, but don't worry, we're gonna smash some nasty lifts up above, eating crazy dinners in the kitchen, probably out here with a nice view, cigar talks, coffee talks. I know you guys love the coffee talks. We'll probably do them right out here, or maybe outside there. Just depends on how I wanna set it up. But the reason why I show this to you, and I wanna make this abundantly clear, you guys know I'm pretty anti-flexing. Where it's like, hey, look at everything I got. I'm showing you guys because you guys have seen this from the beginning. You guys started from the dungeon if you've been here from the beginning. And if you haven't, you can go back to my oldest video and see how I got started. This is what hard work and working on the right things gets you in your life. This is a part of it. You should enjoy the fruits of your labor. To me, this makes me work that much harder for everything that I have. And everything that I want in my life, every time I get positive reinforcement on it, where it's like, this is what happens when we work hard and devote ourselves to something aside from how we feel. This is what it looks like. This is why I'm showing it to you, because what it's meant to show is, you know something, if this 4-piece chicken McNobody can do it, so can I. I am absolutely more than capable. And a lot of times people cope their way around stuff, and it's easier to be like, oh, look, this guy does this. It's so easy to talk shit because you're playing from the sidelines. But instead of talking shit from the sidelines, realizing I've never gotten a damn thing out of my life from doing this, this is what it gets you when you're just like, you know something, I'm gonna apply myself and I'm just gonna be directionally correct. I'm not gonna be perfect out the gate, but what I have today is right now. In right now, this moment, this is all I think about. I'm in this video. And then after the video cuts, then I'm like, what's the next best thing for me to do? And it's just about making decisions that get you closer to the goal that everyone knows in their deep in their heads and deep in their hearts that they want. Going after what you actually want, not what you think you can attain. Oh, this is what I want, this is a close cousin. No, I'm talking about what you actually want out of your life. This is what happens. Directionally correct every single day. You make decisions based on the moment, what the chessboard shows you, and you make the pieces move accordingly. Anyways, I appreciate watching this video. Plenty more coming to you from Albania. I'm extremely excited for you guys. Listen, if there's anything you guys want specifically, please, you drop it down in the comments. And if people like those comments, give those a thumbs up. And then why don't I make a video on it? As always, y'all, I love you very much. From Uncle Rami to the Natural Crusaders, to those of you inside Crusadia, those of you that really like the coffee talks and when we actually sit and have real conversations, in addition to the training videos, I am telling you right now, you will flourish inside. This is who it's for. It's for the outliers. And if you know, you know. No outsiders, only outliers. And if that's you in your life, and you could tell you're an actual natural born leader that just needs an outlet to be able to pour all this energy into, that kind of resonates with the things I talk about, you will flourish inside. But anyways, I love you guys. Uncle Rami out. Peace. That's it.